Do you want to look any walkthroughs up, or do you just want to go?
I think I remember enough of this to get through it without.
I don't trust him at all. Do you trust?
Whatever. Talk about my penis a lot.
It's weird. I'm going to talk about my vagina. There's a meeting of the minds here.
All right.
Hello, welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. This is a new play session, so expect much futility.
We have no idea where we left off. You have a little bit of an idea where we left off, right?
Yeah. So I think we're in the machine room for the elevator that's in the adjacent room, and we have to figure out some puzzles to enable it.
Figure them out. Do it.
Okay.
Okay, one's video and the other two are audio.
Yes. Oops.
Those component cables, or those like RGBs?
Well, I guess this is just B component. No, a component? What was it? Composite. What was his name? John Luke. That's an odd, very obscure
All right, these don't go in
homemade
here.
cappuccino commercial that no one will ever remember except me. And that information is in my head.
That's your name, isn't it? It was sewn into your underwear.
That's Calvin Klein. Oh, you know what I learned about underwear?
What did you learn about underwear?
I learned that
it goes outside the pants, Jeff.
in the Nordic regions, there is a brand of underwear. It's just called Bjorn Borg.
Did you go to the Nordic regions to discover this information?
No, I didn't have to. But like tennis player Bjorn Borg, Born Bjorg, Born Bjorg, Born Bjorg. He just has like.
Is it his line or is it just a coincidence?
I guess it's his line, but he's apparently made like millions upon millions of dollars.
I want to invest in some underwear.
I think
if he's made millions of dollars just himself on underwear, they gotta be pretty damn good.
I saw a picture on Reddit of something unrelated, but like the guy's boxer tags were sticking out, and I was like, why does that say Bjorn Bjorn? Is this like does he have like a specific interest?
Did he steal someone's underwear?
So I was like, Bjorn Borg, underwear. Enter.
Underwear
and
specifically
since I'm on
made for
VPN
Swedish.
at work, that'll be forever in my history.
So when are your underwears coming in?
Tuesday.
Nice. Let me know how it goes.
Alright, we need a third rod.
Well, there's three of us here, guys.
Well, when you're in your late 30s, things get weird. You're gonna need a third rod. God, you sound like my wife.
She frequently asking you for a third rod. So last week I was
toss that box.
Yeah.
Ives, how was Niagara Falls?
Yeah, so I was in Niagara Falls last week. I went for my father's 80th birthday as a present.
Happy birthday to Stuart.
We were supposed to go to Poland, but that didn't happen because of COVID.
Yeah, you're dumb. Poland's nowhere near Niagara Falls.
We did.
I'm not even sure they have water there.
On the way back, we did pass through a town named Warsaw, so at least you got to, enjoy that part of it. But
you didn't get to invade Poland like the rest of the world.
No.
Sorry, that sucks.
Did you get to touch the water?
The water mostly touched us. It was non-consensual.
It was Uncle Niagara Falls.
Did you go on a boat?
Yeah, we went on the Maid of the Mist. And
you did like the classic tourist crap?
Yeah, on our second to last day, like our last full day there, we took the Maid of the Mist tour under the falls, and it was cool, but also the weather turned shitty that day, so it was rainy and cold, and there was like hurricane force winds at 50 degrees.
Oh, awesome. It's funny, I was going to text you, I'm like, it's raining a lot this week. What's going on up there?
So were you like, are we in the falls yet?
Yeah, exactly. But like the spray combined with the rain and the wind made it fucking unbearably cold. So we were like chilled to the bone.
It's fucking October.
Yeah. Because we were soaking wet. Like my shoes, my socks, and like my jeans from the knees down were totally drenched.
Well, it's like you don't go on Splash Mountain without expecting to get splashed.
Yeah, we had ponchos on because they give you plastic ones when you're there for like as part of your ticket, but that only took care of our upper halves. So, my dad, I mean the boat ride wasn't particularly rocky, but my dad has balance issues, so he was holding onto the pole on the boat for dear life, trying not to fall over.
Oh, dude, it is dark and I'm getting sick just watching you whip back and forth.
1839.
Did he enjoy it?
Oh yeah, he said he had a good time. We also went to the Cave of the Winds where you stand like right under the falls to take pictures, and that was pretty cool. Because we didn't expect that to be open because it was like right after the season ended.
Can you like hear anything?
No, just freaking like torrential pouring of water. But we walked around. The first 2 days we were there, it was really nice out. There was a lot of sun, so we got like rainbows from the mist, like interacting with light, and that was pretty cool.
And you neither of you had been there before.
No, that was part of the reason we went was because it was a place we had never visited before, and that was the idea. Was we wanted to, go somewhere new.
You guys have traversed most of the Americas.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's a pretty cool 80th birthday present.
Yeah.
Was he like the whole time? Was he just like, I just wanted to stay home?
I think his body wanted to, because after the first day of walking, he was not feeling it.
I mean,
he was
for
limping
an 80-year-old dude, he is
and wincing.
He gets around pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, he does all right.
Ladies.
And people were people were complimenting on the fact that he doesn't look 80, because
he doesn't. He's pretty scrawny, but he doesn't look 80. He looks fit enough.
Ooh.
Definitely says what way too much.
Yeah.
Or huh? I get that a lot from him.
Come on. We have no oil for the lanterns. Oh wait, we do.
Oops.
So,
are you gonna be spooked by the dark?
probably.
That lasted.
Well, I'm trying not to
forever.
use it because.
Oh, I thought it ran out. That was you putting it away.
Yeah.
When do you get the rocket launcher?
You're thinking of Quake.
This actually does kind of look like a Quake level. It's
I
just
know.
a little bit, polished.
They did like a facelift of Quake 2 recently through like an independent project, and I've been itching to try it out.
Well, like a Black Mesa kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we need something for this burner to light.
Jeff, have you been playing anything fun lately?
I got the PSVR. I don't know if I've said this in a prior thing, because I think I was thinking about getting it, but I got it. I'm just doing VR stuff because I don't have a lot of time to sink into a lot of stories, and I was just looking for something cool.
Yeah, VR is
And
like
it's
a really
pretty
good
cool. Like,
gimmicky kind of thing that you can just like try out, pick it up, put it down, and then check it out later. What have you been checking out?
Job Simulator.
Oh.
Oh, it's cool. It sounds lame, but it's pretty fun to
No, I
kind of get
definitely
like the
wanna try
hang of
that
it. Iron Man VR, more substance to that. That's actually really trippy. So far, I think it's the most well done game. But I did Super Hot.
I think everybody has to try Super Hot.
Actually, we played Thumper here. I did it in the VR demo disc that comes with it.
Thumper is in VR?
Yeah, and it's a lot better.
Really? I
It's,
have to try. I had
it's
no idea.
basically you just sit and use the controller. It's like the least kind of VR experience, but like
Being in that world.
it's more you're more immersed, I guess. But like it was easier for me to like see the road and stuff than when we were here. So like I beat that first
cool.
level.
Knowing that now, I can't wait to go home and try that. Because I love Thumper just by itself, but just being in there sounds awesome.
And I got Squadrons, but I haven't tried it yet.
When you play in VR, do you typically just use the stereo audio from your TV, or do you actually try it with headphones?
The headset comes with earbuds attached to it, so you just shove them in your ear. It's better that way. You know what? It's weird that I noticed. It's just like you can kind of hang out with some games without the earbuds.
Mm-hmm.
Like Job Simulator, you can hear through the TV. It's better if you have it on because it kind of mimics like the 3D audio.
Yeah.
But I noticed like the audio in the headset comes in slightly faster than it does through
The speakers?
the TV.
Okay.
It's kind of weird because usually I would think something like video would have more latency, but like sound, kind of weird. But
the one that I have has a headset attached to it. It doesn't have buds, but you can just it's on the PC, so you can just change the audio output to whatever you want as well. And it works really well for what it is.
But,
I can't wait to try Thumper in VR. That sounds cool as hell.
I thought about bringing it over here, but like it's a pain. Like I guess it's not so bad the pain. Like the little processing box, it's just like that, and like you kind of have to do like kind of like an in out, from your PlayStation to it.
You have to do a little in out with the PlayStation.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to fucking bring
It's a
that
hassle.
shit over here right now for the time coming here.
I'm pretty sure the one that I have is an Odyssey, and it's literally just a USB 3 plug and a HDMI plug to your video card, and that's it.
And also, like, it uses the PS camera to like orient you, which is weird.
Oh, does it come with that, or is that a separate pickup?
It comes with it.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
Everything. It comes with the Move controller. Is but like the Iron Man VR one, it's
do you sound like Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, they got an actor kind of sounds close to the mark. I mean, I don't think it's, I think they try to go overboard to make him sound smarmy, where like it's just okay. Like if this were like a non-VR game where it's like flying like I want to fly like Iron Man. Like all we have to do is just like tell Tony go do some shit. Like we'll do it. But it's weird because it's like completely like 3D, and sometimes like the game has to tell you to like turn back and face the camera, like for certain
to
like,
reorient
scenes,
yourself,
or, like, to like reorient you. But like, it's really cool. Like the opening thing is like you're in your jet and somebody breaks into it while it's flying, and then you have to suit up like while you're falling out of the plane and shit, and then follow the plane to save Pepper. And it was actually really cool.
That sounds cool as hell. I was
like,
would
wow,
play
that's
that.
really cool. And my wife's like, you look so stupid, and I don't understand anything. Like, it's like one of those like.
Have you shown her like the videos of her playing VR?
Yeah,
where she looks super fucking cool.
But like I get it, because like I'll watch her, like I'll let her try something in VR, and like you're watching on the TV, it's not the same thing. Like it's not like the wow factor. You're just like, okay.
Oh, you have to be in there for the wow factor, definitely. I was showing Viv when I first got it. I was showing her how I think it was in Pavlov VR, where I was just like, oh, you can pick up the gun clips from your belt, and you actually reach to like your belt and pick up a gun clip. It's not physically actually there,
in the gun clip
and you have
yourself?
to put the gun clip into.
Sucks.
But it's such a good feeling, and it's one of those things where it's almost like an ASMR thing where you hear the click, and it's just so satisfying. And then you cock the barrel, and then you grab the grip of the gun, so like it actually steadies itself better. And she thought it was really cool. I'm like, check this out. And I threw my gun across the battlefield, and I went back to the menu, and I equipped a pistol, and I picked up a magazine out of my belt. I put it in the pistol. I cocked the gun back. I pointed it at my face and shot myself in the head. And then I looked down, and then like because you're dead, like your body drops, but you're still standing there. So like you're just like the ghost of yourself, and you look down and you see like the hole in your own physical body's head spurting blood. And she's like, "That was fucking rad."
She's like, "You should kill yourself."
Let me try.
I like how this is Amnesia, the game where we talk about every other game in existence.
Ives, did you solve all the puzzles yet?
Almost.
Is something interesting happening?
Needs more work. The fuck?
Needs more work.
Oil can.
At least it needs braces.
Oil can.
What else am I supposed to do here?
I don't turn the lights on. It's fucking dark in there.
My brain's got crickets.
Put a bird on it.
If you like that, you should put the bird on it.
Jeff, when are you starting your music voice singy channel?
By whatever do you mean? I saw that that comment.
You do have a good singing voice.
I had to go back and be like, what did I do? And I was like, if someone was going to comment that, I could have belted it out a lot better. Oh, well.
I mean, you are the most musically inclined out of all of us. Except Marianne, who has great rhythm and a wonderful singing voice.
Oh, yes.
She just won't ever tell anyone. It's a secret. Did you? Was that in the chest? I wasn't paying attention. I was making fun of one of
there
our
was
friends.
tinder in the chest. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in this room that...
There's a book. There's a book.
I saw the book.
What's in the book? Can you burn the book?
See, you're missing the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a circle. Here's your problem.
Yeah,
Circle
someone
gets the
set this
square.
thing to evil.
Yeah, let's
Man,
go upstairs and explore.
That show's got 35. How many fucking years old is that
I
show?
don't know.
Like 35 Treehouse of Terror
It's
episodes.
close to 40.
I think last year at some point.
They should have canceled after Conan left. Let's not open up that can of worms.
You know what? Like, there are some gems, but like they're so far and few between after
Yeah,
like
exactly.
season 9 or 10. But I actually was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I think Disney Plus came out, and I was like, oh, what's on this thing? Simpsons, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through every season, and I'm gonna watch the Treehouse of Horror
You'll
one.
never get through all of them because there are so many.
I forget where I left it.
You started that project though.
I did.
Oh, how far did you get?
I don't know.
How far
At
did
least-
you get?
At least 10 seasons. I know I made it through like the like passable era.
Yeah. Because those were always my favorite. The Treehouses of Horrors were like the thing I looked forward to in The Simpsons more than anything else.
All right, we've got a new machine here. We gotta
I feel like I'm not alone in that statement.
Yeah, but do you have one that stands out?
There were the Simpsons were having a Halloween party at their house, and Ned Flanders shows up, but his head's hanging off of himself, and like he squeezes like a blood bottle, and his like neck spurts blood. That was one of my favorite ones.
Just because of that?
Yeah.
Like no plot point?
That's
just because?
that's the most memorable thing that happens. That and like they always at the end of every single one, they always cut to the aliens observing us.
I
But,
don't think it's one of the golden era ones, but one of my favorite ones is their watch. I guess it's a. Oh no, it's the riff off the Shining.
The
And,
Shining.
Yeah, the Shining. That's actually what the episode, the title was called.
Yeah.
And Mr. Burns is bringing them into the house, and he's like, the elevator doors open, and the blood just like rushes out, and he's like, oh, that's weird. The blood usually gets off at the third floor.
One of my favorite ones is when like the whole town's turning into vampires, and Milhouse shows up at Bart's window, and he's like, "Plus, if you turn into a vampire and tell them at the movie theater, you get a free soda." Or something along those lines.
Milhouse.
Thrill House. Thrill Ho.
Yeah.
All right, so
Aquito Presses. I didn't know this was a Harry Potter game. Aquadato. Presses. Press this. Press us. Do you know what you're doing?
This machine is stupid. None of those things are buttons. Do you know what you're doing?
no, I'm just trying things out right now. I mean, I thought there would be plans in this room for
Do you
what.
need to close your eyes and think about it for a little bit?
Remember before we started, I said, "Hey, you want to look at the internet for a walkthrough?" And you're like, "No, I'll figure it out." This is a really inconveniently built machine.
Yes, it is.
That's the alternate title.
Yeah, an inconvenient machine. It's a cross pollination between An Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore and
A machine for pigs.
Yeah.
I mean, truth be told, we were going to start playing the new Amnesia that I think it dropped today, actually.
Yeah, it did.
Amnesia Rebirth.
But then Jeff voted us down.
Well, not just the fact that Jeff voted us down. He was absolutely right. I back him up in that decision,
No, I mean,
just
if
for
you
the sake
want-
of
if you want.
all of the clips that I've seen of it, and Jeff corroborated that fact, was that it's a slow burn terror game. It really builds to everything. It looks awesome. But I feel like it would be like the same problem that we have with this Amnesia, the Descent, the Dark Descent, is that it takes for fucking ever to get to anything.
Yeah.
I think it was like by episode 4 or 5 where we finally got to like the first monster that was chasing you around, and it was the waterman with his water legs chasing you around, eating them torsos.
We got water legs.
Well, we saw another fella before we got to that guy. But...
Another fella?
Another fella!
Yeah, but but my point is, like, when you saw that dude, you hid behind a box, and that was the end of that.
Yeah. God damn it. Where...
We spent more time talking about teledildonics
Yeah.
for like an hour and a half.
Well, it is an interesting subject.
Yeah, well, yes. I hear screaming.
I hear screaming too.
Is that coming from upstairs?
Is
here,
that coming
or...
from the box?
Ah!
It's a box of screams.
My name's Pandora. Boy, do I have a deal for you.
I can climb the pipes.
Oh, Danny boy.
I have been playing Hades, and it is just so good.
For Switch?
Yeah, I got it on Switch because I wanted to be able to play it in bed. I didn't want to have to like get up and play it at a desk.
Play it in bed.
Well, if I sit up and play a game on my computer, I
I get it. Jeez, you don't have to fuck. I wasn't
Alright.
like PC Master Race shaming you.
Oh, I felt it a little bit.
Was
Or if I get it on PS4 or one of the other consoles, like I have to play it at either my desk for a computer or on a couch for the TV. So if I got it for the Switch, I just like it's like looking at my phone in bed. You know,
I
it's
love my
way more
Switch.
comfortable. And it's just so damn good. The voice acting in that game is just all across the board. Every single character sounds great, and the art is delicious.
more delicious art next time on Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Yum.
Spooky noises. Would you like to look at a walkthrough?
All right, for the machine with all the levers, yes.
I don't know exactly where you are, but you.
Amnesia, the machine with all the levers.
What room are you in right now?
As if there's fucking labels on these rooms.
I don't know. Describe the room.
There's a giant machine with cogs. Does that help?